Moonlovers, Season 2, Episode 1. It passed about a couple of months from the moment that Joon woke up after the accident on the lake, but it seemed like an eternity to her. The days passed as slowly as snails, and the girl felt like this life was not her own. Everything that was so valuable and precious to her heart had been left long ago in the times of Reyo. He had been left there too. The oddest thing was that it had been only a dream, some sort of another reality, but there had passed the whole life. There she had met true love, and there she even had become a mother. She had come through so many things there in the times of Reyo that actual life here seemed like something unreal and unimportant. "Hajin!" Someone screamed aloud, and that scream brought her to senses. "Go Hajin!" Slowly, pronouncing every word, repeated the manager. "This is too bad. We must go to my office right now." Only then Hajin realized that she was standing in the center of the shop with the cap of a perfume bottle in her hands. The bottle itself, or actually the shatters, were laying on the floor in the puddle of its contents. The girl didn't even notice how it had happened, so deaf and blind she was. Nothing around interested her anymore. All her thoughts were going back many hundreds years ago to the brave and strong Prince Bangso, the fourth ruler of the Reyo, known as Emperor Gwangjong. Hajin had already read thousands historical books about the period of Reyo, and it was odd that there was no word about Lady He in any of that. There was information about wives and children of Emperor Gwangjong, but nothing about Hesu, as if she had not existed at all. But it was not true. Go Ha-jin was sure about that, because she had been Hesu herself. She was that girl who loved the fourth prince with her entire heart, and she knew exactly that his heart had felt the same. That was she who had given birth to his first child, to their daughter. But there was no word about that in the common history. "It is really interesting if he forgot me fast or grieved a lot," doubted the girl. Emperor Gwangjong lived a long, decent life, and Hajin wanted to believe that memories about their true love and his feelings to Hesu had been the source of his inexhaustible strength and wisdom. "Ko Ha-jin!" again screamed the voice. Hajin entered the manager's office with her eyes down. "Hajin, I think you understand what I have to do now." "I do," the girl answered quietly, not watching into the manager's eyes. "Then, Miss Go, I have to inform you that from this moment you are not our company's employee," officially pronounced the manager. "I'm sorry," whispered Hajin. "Good luck," the manager said indifferently, and after a couple of necessary formalities, their conversation was finished. Leaving the crowded, stuffy shopping center, Hajin felt the refreshing cool of the evening. "It would be great if this cool makes my heart feel calm too," thought the girl, but she knew that was impossible. She told nobody about what had happened to her, no one at all. Sometimes she had a strong will to visit a psychotherapist, wishing him to prescribe her some pills. Maybe that would help her, and she would learn to live here in actual world. But all these thoughts were stopped by a fear. The fear that she would be sent into a madhouse immediately. because there was no chance that anybody would believe the story about a girl who had drowned and came out in the times of Reyo and even made love with the fourth ruler of the country. Rubbish. No one would believe it. Joon was sure of that. It was a disgusting feeling. It seemed like there in the shopping center, not only the bottle of perfume had been broken, but girl's last hope to rebuild her ruined life once again was broken too. It was painful. Very painful. So painful as if someone was burning girl's insides with a hot iron. Jin wished nothing but to stop that pain. It was impossible to bear it any more, and her mind suggested only one thing. The lake, she thought. There it started, and there it must end. Her feet walked in the known direction. She didn't realize how long she had been walking, but soon she saw the mirror surface of the lake, which reflected the yellow full moon. Jin walked slowly along the roadway. She was alone, no one around. Her eyes went blind because she felt sleepy and weak. Her tears dried, and her soul was calm, looking forward the close end. Be patient, and very soon the pain stops, she told herself. Everything happened very fast. Bright light, rasp of the iron, scratch of the tires rubbing on the pavement, the sight of a black off-roader moving in the dark. Jin rolled down onto the grass. This is the end. The thought flashed in her head, but a sharp pain said the reverse. Hey, are you alive? Someone's voice brought her to life, and she opened her eyes. Moonlight illuminated a face of a person bending over her. The eyes were worried, the eyebrows were bent, the lips were closed and silent. The moonlight illuminated the face of a man, and that face was his. Your Highness, whispered Jin in surprise, but next moment she drowned into the darkness and fell unconscious. To be continued.